Hey guys, Adam here at IFTD 2019, coming at you from the Bauer booth. Bauer has a very exciting introduction this year. The RVR Trout Specialty Performance Reels. We're really excited. There's a lot of hard work and dedication put into these reels, and no detail has gone left untouched. As you can see, it's first off, it's specialty trout. We identified a gap in the market, and really a reel that's made with trout anglers in mind was missing, and especially at that high end level. So that's what we conceived here. You can see the extreme machining here in our aluminum. It requires a 6-axis machine in order to get this design dialed. We had to turn down about 6 different machine shops before we found one that could actually do it. And when we're talking about a 6-axis design, usually, a 3 or 4-axis, they turn it in such a way. 6-axis machine, it's like a robotic arm to make all these complicated cuts. Reduces a lot of weight, but it's absolutely optimized to balance specific trout reels. So moving on, a couple of noticeable improvements over the system. It's a screw lock container for the spool. It just releases. And also we have a key lock on top of the hub. Instead of those 2 pins that fit down and can be tough and harder to assemble, that key lock gives you a really smooth, easy fit every single time. The internal components of the drag have remained the same as the RX series. Nothing's changed. The same configurations with the full 4 roller bearings moving around the perimeter of the clutch. But moving on, we're using a dual anodized finish on this. It's very complicated, very expensive to get done, but the finish is stronger, more durable, and obviously more beautiful. What you see here, you can see that in the gold highlights. So when they dip it in the anodize, they pull it out, and then they mill it down again, and then they anodize it a second time. So you get a lot of durability. In standard trout models, we offer a 2.3, a 4.5, and a 6.7. This is the 4.5 model. The 2.3 and the 6.7 should be coming later this year, and the full series should be available in March. But moving on, we also offer a Czech nymphing specific series. You can see it's a narrow profile right here that prevents line travel, as you're nymphing. So you get a much more consistent feed and connection to your line. And when you set on a fish, that line peels off in a much smoother manner. So you get a lot less drag in the system and slack in the system specifically. And finally, for all you trout spay nerds out there, we have come up with the RVR microspay reel. You can see it's the same unique spoke designs as the other models, a wider profile to handle the thicker diameters of trout spay and microspay lines for easier seating and less tangled. Both the trout spay and the microspay have full frame enclosures to prevent thin diameter lines from jumping and getting caught inside the reel. So that's a huge feature, and everything that we thought about has been designed with trout in mind, whether you're a trout spay fisherman, whether you're a Euro nymph angler, or just you're looking for your next high-end trout reel. We have everything dialed right here. Everything from backing capacities. There's no more putting 75 yards on a 3-weight. We're actually maximizing our 2 lower capacity reels at 50 yards capacity. The Euro Nymph reel will have about 100, as well as the microspay reel. So really optimized capacities for that perfect balance for any trout fishing applications. As I mentioned earlier, these reels will be available sometime in spring of 2020. We're in the manufacturing process right now, but get your order in with Trident Fly Fishing, and enjoy, guys. Thanks for stopping by today.